What's up, ladies and gentlemen, doers of all ages? It's that time again. It is time for an update, and I just realized how close the microphone was to my face, so I apologize if that was a little loud of an intro. Okay, so before I give you guys the updates of what I've done, I would politely and kindly ask you guys to hold off on any suggestions because I am still working on the last video's suggestions. So if you see something I have forgotten to add, well, I haven't actually forgotten to add it. I'm still going back to your comments in the last update video and still going off those. And if you guys spam me with more of them, I'm not going to know what to do because there's so many things left to do. But I wanted to show you guys because I've done an awful lot so far. And I feel bad for not having put up a video for you guys either. So I'm gonna stop talking here, giving you the intro and whatnot. And I'm going to show you guys what I did. So, okay, so the first thing was we got all these guys to spawn properly, but let's see, where am I going here? We need to see the villagers. I completely forgot that there's like a billion new different types of villagers, so I've got a plan to sort something out for that, and I'll show you exactly what. So you guys remember I put in this room over here. Oh no, all those dead bunnies. Okay, so you guys know that the bunny room is here, right? And that there was a killer bunny there. Well, turns out that when I go up into the engineering room here and kill them, like kill all the entities, I specifically had bunnies, okay? But unfortunately, when you kill the bunnies, it also kills the killer bunnies. So I put something in place so that I don't have to go through all the trouble again in replacing every time. I put this little box here, this lone little server. This room's probably going to get filled up with more, by the way. But I can do that, and now, instead of having to break in and replace all the barrier stuff, I can now spawn killer bunnies in with the rest of the other summer. So that was something that kind of bugged me because I just didn't want to have to go in there and break the barriers because it used to have a little enclosure. Now the enclosure isn't there, so he can just kind of wander around. But he's pretty distinct from usually like the other rabbits. Even in resource packs, he's pretty distinct. So he'll be easy to see. So that got sorted, and I didn't do the command blocks there to delete all the items yet because I don't know if I want to go through that process. I'll probably just wait for them to despawn. And then we're gonna have to go back over here because the most of the week I've spent working on the new BioBox. So I just want to give you guys a bit of a flashback here. Let's see. The old BioBox. Oh man, it takes so long to fly everywhere. This is the old bio. I won't go down into it because we all know what it looked like from before. So I'm just going to give you kind of a recap on what it just kind of looked like from above. So this is all the biomes we had before, and technically that wasn't really a biome. It's just a village that came from the plains biome. But the village has since changed, I think. Like, I think the designs of some of the buildings have changed. So that's going to be completely added brand new. And it's going to be in a different layout as well, and I'll show you what I mean. And before we had those two combined, the grassy plains and the snowy plains, and that was basically the BioBox as we had it before, and we had the sea temple there, and that's going to get moved, and I'll show you why. And I was talking about last time putting that the mansion in the middle of a rooftop forest, and I'm going to show you guys exactly what I did because I don't want to spoil it. I'm going to fly backwards because I don't want to spoil it for you guys. Oh boy, I hope my microphone is actually working. I think it is. Where am I? Am I flying alright? Yeah, I'm flying alright. Okay, because I just don't want to show you guys, and you guys probably got a little peek of it there. And if you didn't, I'm sure you're probably going to go sneak. Anyway, let's just take a look. So I finished off this area, kinda. I'm going to do some cosmetic stuff. Like, eventually, at the end of finishing this whole build, I'm going to start working on some cosmetic stuff, which probably won't take me very long, like flowers and things like that, you know, for the areas. And anyway, we had this here. We had the jungle biome, the regular jungle biome, and now we've got the bamboo forest biome, and the mushroom, or I guess is it the mushroom or mushroom? I think it's mushroom biome has now been moved. So that was put there, and this was such a pain. Because you remember how I was talking about how I had to learn how to use MC Edit and do it? Well, I decided to do that. I decided to learn how to use MC Edit, or not MC Edit, I'm sorry, World Edit. And that made it copy pasting a lot easier. And changing the biomes for some of these was pretty easy, but a lot of them was kind of a pain because you start getting these little, no matter what biome you kind of put it in, every now and then you get ice blocks, and I don't really understand why, because this is a swampy biome, as you can tell. But that, for some reason, there is ice, and this whole thing was changed into a swampy biome. So I don't know if there's actually two colors in the biome. I thought there was just the one. Maybe something happened there with the world edit, but I don't know. And you guys remember here we had the sand village or the desert village. This is now been moved, and I've been working on that now. So let's see. We got the temple here. Everything else is kind of the same. The grassy plains is now here. And then the Mesa, or I guess the Badlands, is it not Mesa anymore? It got changed to Badlands? I don't know. So that's there. And there are some different types of Badlands, and I'm thinking maybe adding some of the Badland trees into this because the Badland areas pretty much look the same, except there's the wooded Badlands and the I can't remember what the other one is. But that is going to be like that. And I'm going to probably get rid of this igloo because I realized that in the snowy biomes that they have igloos there already. And it looks like some of that biome got messed up there. And this got fixed too. The waterfall had been busted for a long time because I couldn't figure out why the biome. It was basically the mountains biome, and it froze everything. So I changed a bit of the biome just so that we could get the waterfall. So like the whole biome is the mountains biome, except for this chunk right here and a few chunks on the water down there, so that we could still have the waterfall because it would just freeze all the time. We get more ice blocks. And this is one of the coolest things. Okay, so this took me a little while. I basically broke up 2 biome boxes here, and I put in I basically planted every tree. I went and pretty much researched how to make a rooftop forest because, you know, I didn't want to make it not legit, so I just rebuilt the entire thing. Then that's done. So now it's not like way in the back there. It's kind of in the middle, and you can see it pretty nicely. And then let's see what else got done. Some of the biomes as well, like before, were really low, in the BioBox. So I just kind of lifted the whole thing up. And let's see, Mega Taiga is practically the same. The mushroom biome is now here. And I cleaned it up a little bit and did some more work. I'm going to probably put some more mushrooms down, like the little mushrooms, because I think some of the stuff got lost. And then this got changed a little tiny bit. I took out the little display there for, oh man, is it the strays? I think it's the strays. And the whole redstone configuration thing is gone now. And so now the ocean biome is over here, and I'm going to put the boats in the biome. But this is what I got. So I'm going to actually, you know what? Before I do that, I'm going to post some pictures right now in the video, please. Oh, please don't forget to put those in. So I'm going to put these pictures in now because a lot of these ocean biomes look the same. And these images are taken right from the wiki. So I'm just going to leave these ones here like this. We got 3 of the ocean biomes, and it's basically, I think this is all we need because, this is just, it looks good. So this one here, I managed to get the boat in here so we can see the boat when we come in here, and a piece of the ruins as well. But this isn't the only ruins we got here. And I just wanted to show you guys this real quick. I'm kind of curious. I found this gravel mountain because I didn't even know Gravelly Mountain was a biome. So I found the gravel mountain and I stuck it in here, but it looks really plain and boring. Like, do you think I should add something? I know I said in the beginning of the video, don't throw any more stuff at me, but I'm just kind of curious about this one biome because I don't know what to do about it. It just looks plain. Should I just leave it like this, or should I add some flowers and grass and trees and whatnot? Anyway, and then we got the warm ocean biome with all the coral, which is really, really neat. So now we've got all the coral in the ocean biome, so we can check this out. We can swim around and pretend like we're scuba diving. And then I got the deep frozen, what is it? The deep frozen ocean biome, which still needs a little bit of work because it's still, I can't seem to stop the whole thing from freezing over. And I want some water to be displayed because if it's not displayed, then we're just going to basically have a frozen wasteland here, which kind of looks like that. Well, maybe not. I don't know. What do you guys think about this one? And when you go down into here, there's a couple more ruins, and we got a couple of these bubble blocks. I like calling them bubble blocks. They pull you down, I think. Yeah, they do, but they give you air too. So if we really wanted to, there are some ruins down here as well. But I thought this was one of the coolest ocean biomes I've ever seen. I love the new updates for all these things. Oh, and so this is now going to be where the villages are displayed. So luckily there are 6 displays. There's the desert, the snowy, the taiga, the plains, and one more. And then there's also the zombie village, which I'm going to put in here as well. Luckily, Shri has helped me find some things, and this is going to be the new layout for. I mean, they're not all going to be exactly the same. Basically, what I'm going to try and do, I'm going to sort this all out, but I'm basically trying to find every single building model that's in the sand like in each village, basically. Some of them I couldn't find, so I've had to rebuild some of them by like sort of like rotating images on a video. It's really weird. I don't know. So I've had to rebuild some of these to the designs that they are implemented in game, and I think there is a way of spawning them, but I don't want to really go through that headache. I really don't. So I've kind of just started building stuff. Some of the buildings look really similar. Like this has another one where the slabs just kind of go across, and then this is extended a little bit. But I'm not going to add that. I don't think. I don't know. We'll see. And I'm going to sort these out because I want all the houses facing straight. And this, I've kind of just pasted things just to see how they all fit together. And now I'm going to switch them so that they all face outwards. And this is basically what I'm going to do for all the villages. So it is going to take quite a bit more time. But this is basically the last thing that has to be added for the BioBox, which are the villages. Which probably will take me another week or so, because the desert itself, like this right here, has taken me half the day already. But I'm thinking with the ocean temple, I'm gonna put it sort of down here in the middle, so that when we're coming down through this, we'll fly underneath it after looking at, and then we'll end up in the room with the TNT boom room. The Cave of Wonders, because that was a request that the Cave of Wonders stay in this. So but we can't do this without the Cave of Wonders anyway. So, oh, what was the other thing? There was something else I really wanted to include in this video, and what was it? I'm going to pause the video here, and I'm going to take a minute to think, because I really wanted to talk about it. Oh, right. So, I mentioned earlier that the different types of villagers. Basically what I'm going to do is underneath each village, I'm going to attempt this. I don't know how well it'll work, but I'm going to attempt to do this. I'm going to basically set up I don't know, a button somewhere, here, somewhere, down there, maybe, probably down there, on each of the villages where there'll be command blocks underneath, and I'm going to set up this whole thing so that when I hit the button, each of the villagers will spawn. And I don't know, maybe I'll make like little enclosures, I don't know, of barrier boxes. That way they can't get away and we can just kind of go up and see them all. Because I noticed back then, I was like, oh, those villagers are old and they're plain and they're boring. And now we've got all these really cool looking villagers. And there's kids now too, which I have no idea how I'm going to get to work. I'm sure you could probably spawn them, and I'll try and figure that out. But so that is basically the update. And I wanted to show you guys because I wasn't going to make a video until this section was all finished, but I've been itching to make a video because I've been excited about all the new changes, and I've been excited about all this extra stuff that's been done, and I had to do it. I wanted to make a video because I love you guys, and I want to give you the best content possible. And again, I keep getting asked if I'm going to release my resource pack review area. I'm probably going to have to mention this several times in the video. And I'm sincerely sorry, guys, but I won't be releasing any of my resource pack areas. And like I said, short form in the one of the other videos, it's a personal journey for me. And it's like doing all this, I'm learning how to do all this. And as I'm learning, there's lots of struggles, and there's lots of, lots of frustrating moments. But it's a personal journey, and I feel really attached to it. So that's why I won't be releasing it. And like I said in the last one, I mean, I can't stop anybody from copying me, but I would just ask that nobody does, because, I would just encourage, not for anything negative. It's just I would encourage people to explore their own ideas, to explore their own maps, and if you want to make your own maps, I think it's awesome. And to come up with different designs, like I don't know. I don't know how to sound this without say it without sounding like such a jerk. I'm sorry, guys. I love you. Anyways, that is the end of the update. I will keep you guys posted, and I will make more update videos in the future. And it looks like we're getting pretty close to the end because I didn't want to wait for MC Edit to be finished updated. I wanted to just go ahead and do it. Oh, and something else I wanted to show you guys. I found, okay, let me just say this. Seth Bling, I don't know if you guys don't know who he is, but you more than likely all know who he is. Seth Bling is a genius. A genius with Minecraft. No joke. The guy is amazing. And because MC Edit wasn't updated, he made this program. And it's called, I think it's called Bling Edit, where you have a diamond sword that kind of works the same as, the axe for World Edit. But this has been really good to help me measure things. Because this is the one thing I really needed the most. Instead of having to count all the blocks, you can kind of measure everything out like that. You can go like this and it tells you the exact measurements. Not only that, if you, I don't know, if you just click it, you can do all kinds of things with it, which is really, really neat. So, big props to Bling Edit, because without him, I would not be able to do pretty much any of this stuff. Well, I mean, I could. It would just take a lot longer. So, big props to what's his name again? Seth Bling, that's it. The guy's a genius, and I can't even remember his name. Anyways, whew, that's it. Here's the update. I love your beautiful faces. God bless you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Woohoo!